Guys, we are finally back again for another reaction on this here BrBpTV. Be real, be positive television, brothers and sisters. Welcome to each and every one of you guys who've tuned in to yet another vibrations here on this here BrBpTV. I'm about Mr. Leaks, guys. Let us get into the vibrations right there. As you can pretty much see on the screen, guys, it reads new countries that are eligible for what? Visa-free travel to Canada. According to how some of the Canadians seem to pronounce Canada. Canada, brothers and sisters. And these countries are none other than Panama, the Caribbean islands of what? Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados. But apparently it seems like they maybe it's a mistake that they make right there. Guys, maybe it's a mistake that they made right there. Apparently they had Antigua and Barbados. Maybe they made Antigua and Barbuda and they want to put Barbados as well. St. Kitts and Nevis, of course, but St. Kitts, they wrote this wrong. But St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, Costa Rica, Uruguay, Argentina, Morocco, Seychelles, Thailand, and the Philippines. So they go all the way across the world to have visa-free travels to Canada. But apparently, what? Dominica did not make that list right there. Dominica is not amongst the countries now qualified for visa-free travel to Canada, brothers and sisters. It's very unfortunate this article was written yesterday, brothers and sisters. And is that Dominica is not among the countries whose citizens are now eligible for visa-free. Back in the day, guys, Dominica actually had it. And for some reason, they took it out. But as you can see right there. Oh no, I don't see Barbados. So maybe they meant Antigua and Barbuda. Anyways, let's go on top there. Tuesday, Sean Fraser, the Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, announced the addition of 13 new countries, brothers and sisters, to the Electronic Travel Authorization or ETA program. Travelers from these countries who have either held a Canadian visa in the last 10 years or who currently hold a valid United States non-immigrant visa can now apply for an ETA instead of a visa when traveling to Canada by air. Effective today, that was June 6th, eligible travelers from these countries can benefit from the program. Now, apparently, it seems like those that already have a Canadian visa and have the United States non-immigrant visa can now apply for the ETA, from my understanding right there. But the new countries that they are going to bring in right there, guys, are Antigua and Barbuda, Argentina, Costa Rica, Morocco, Panama, Philippines, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia. I don't see Barbados there, so maybe they meant Antigua and Barbuda, not Barbados, because I see they have Antigua and Barbados. So okay, that has been clarified on this thing right there. So you can see a number of the countries. St. Lucia, of course, is included. St. Vincent and Grenadines, Seychelles, Thailand, Trinidad and Tobago. You get the point, brothers and sisters. That is the vibrations right there. Dominica is not included in this. However, guys, I did some research to find out about this very thing that I saw on top there. About the countries who have United States non-immigrant visa, and as this truck is passing, brothers and sisters, will get into that in a while. This is what I saw right there. Those with B1 and B2 visas, US visas, during your visit to the United States. So if you visit the United States, you can then use your B1 B2 visa to enter into Canada for pretty much 30 days right there. You may visit Canada or Mexico for up to 30 days and re-enter the United States as long as you re-entered within the period noted on the Form I-94, which you receive when you first entered. So I'm guessing that they give you a form or whatever. So pretty much, those with B1, B2 visas can pretty much enter Canada for 30 days if they're in the United States, okay? So obviously you need to be in the United States for you to be able to enter, and obviously you need a US visa for you to enter into the United States. So but with what they're talking about there, I think it's 60 days 60 days or 90 days, whatever it is, brothers and sisters. I think it's that. But anyways, you guys can research this for yourself to find out exactly what it is. I'm just reacting to the videos. What I'm telling in the video was those who possess B1 and B2 visas, you can pretty much enter into Canada for 30 days, but you must be in the United States. You cannot say you're flying from Barbados to go Canada. No, brothers and sisters, don't work like that. You have to go through the United States, and then from United States then you can go into Canada right there. So I just thought I'd point this out right there, but unfortunately Dominica is not included in that sect right there concerning, you know, no visa free travel to Canada. I think, guys, I'm saying 60 days, but I think it's 90. Isn't it 6 months? You can stay for 6 months. Yes, 6 months. Yes, visa free travel to Canada. You can stay up there for 6 months, just like in the United States, where you have the visa. You can stay up there for 6 months and then come down. You know, I think that's what they meant right there. But if you don't have the visa, the Canadian visa, and you have a United States visa, B1, B2 visa, you can go from the United States, go up to Canada, spend about 30 days, and then come back down into the United States. I wonder if you can fly out. Like, let's say I go Canada and I don't want to go back in the United States, I'm going to fly out, man. I think you can do that. I think you can definitely do that right there. But for you to enter with your B1, B2 visa, you need to be in the United States and then say, hey, my friends want to go there. Let's go up for Caribana or whatever I want to call it. You can go up there and then come back down. So I just thought I'd point this out right there for you guys. So just in case if you wanted to know, well, now you know. Now, brothers and sisters, there's something very interesting concerning flights to Dominica. I saw this post right there on Dominica Breaking News concerned the citizens. I can't believe my eyeballs. For a flight to Dominica during the Creole Festival, is there a gold or diamond mining site that I don't know about? That person looking like, that person sound like they're like trouble. Is there a diamond or gold mining site I need to know about for me to be paying them kind of prices there? Papa, let's go. Me say quick. Let me know when the mining company leaves so I can afford, so I can at least consider. Apparently, so somebody searched for that time when the World Creole Music Festival will be around, and they searched for flights from Atlanta to Dominica on October 23rd. I don't think that's when flights are going to be. Well, that's definitely not when the festival is going to be, on the 23rd. But I think that person is probably trying to come in for Creole Festival, World Creole, what do you call it, Creole in the Park? That's probably what they're coming into. But anyways, these people are researching this and realize, hey, brothers and sisters have to pay $4,000 for me to travel from what? Oh, that is 2 stops. That would take about 17 hours in between, and I have to pay $4,000. That's kind of insane. I agree, it's kind of insane, brothers and sisters. But I'm also thinking that, you know, there are different sites that people can use. But I think the best, there's a cheat. Let me tell you guys a cheat. Well, there's a number of cheats in this kind of vibes right there, brothers and sisters. The best place for you to actually go and book a plane flight is actually in the airport. You know that, right? Because if you're doing the booking through a travel agency, or you're doing a booking through the online basis, then obviously these people are also going to get their cut as well. The travel agency also is going to get their cut. The internet thing is also going to get their cut as well. So when you booking a hotel or something, I'm going to give you guys a secret what you can use, and actually learn this from other rich folks, how they tend to do them. So if they're booking like a hotel or something, brothers and sisters, they book for a day or they book for 2 days, right? Especially if it's down season or whatever, brothers and sisters, they book for a day or they book for 2 days. And if they want to stay a week, then on the second day, they extend their stay in the hotel and they pay the hotel itself. So they don't go back online and pay the thing to then pay the additional fees, because it's going to be much cheaper if you go through the actual hotel. Okay? Or sometimes you can call the hotel and be like, hey guys, I want to book from this and that. They book your thing, you give them the information, they put it in, and that is a cheaper way to do it if you do it directly to the hotel. Because if there's an intermediary, they're gonna get the cut. The same thing for flights. So if you want to book your flights, go to the airport. Don't go to the airport on the same day. Go to the airport now if you're trying to get to October, and say, hey guys, I'm trying to get to Dominica, I would like to book a ticket. What is the best, cheapest flight that you have or whatever? And they will look for it, and they will tell you what days is best for you to leave to come. It helps. Now, on the other basis of this thing right there, you can actually choose another website, brothers and sisters. I think this is Priceline. From the way that it looks like Priceline. you can definitely get cheaper flights if you go to other sites. There's other sites you can use. There's Kiwi, there's Cheapo Air can be, there's a number of, there's Expedia, there's Kayak, there's a number of things. There's Google Flights. You can definitely use a number of sites. That is definitely not these types of prices at all. I think sometimes the system kind of fails in this regard, or I'm thinking maybe they convert this to EC, but sometimes you never know. You don't want to take the chance and put your card inside there. Next thing you're paying $4,000 US for a flight you can get for $200. Yeah, there are flights for $200-300. Well, this is one way. Wrong trip. Well, this is probably in EC dollars, maybe. Wrong trip I seen there. 4,000, so 2,000 something to go. That is still a bit too expensive from my understanding. Brothers and sisters, sometimes for me, I pay sometimes $150, $200. Maybe the max I ever paid on a one-way was probably like $300 and something, $400. I'm talking about leaving Dominica. Okay, and another thing you can do, guys, if you're not sure when exactly you're coming back, don't book a return ticket, brothers and sisters. On the day, book your return ticket online, and when you reach your destination, within 24 hours, cancel that flight. Cancel your return flight, just in case you don't know when exactly you want to come back. Because sometimes some people have to stay, something might happen, there might be something happen. You have 6 months within that time, brothers and sisters. So you can pretty much, book your thing, and then you're not sure when you want to come back. Book your ticket on the same day. Like, let's say you leave in today. I leave at 4 o'clock. I go online now. I book my ticket. Boom, boom. When I return in, just select any day. If you don't know when you come back, select any day for a cheap flight or something. And then you book that. So just in case if they ask you any questions, you can say, hey, this is when I'm coming back or whatnot. When you go overseas or wherever, then you cancel that thing, and then when you're truly ready to come down, then you rebook, or you book a flight. You get all your money back because you got it back within 24 hours. Some sites have it for 36 hours, some 48 hours. If you are a member of some of the sites, they give you up to 48 hours for you to cancel your stuff, and then you get back all your money. Or sometimes your money doesn't even leave your bank, but because it's within the parameters, within 24 hours or the 48 hours, then once you cancel, they just don't take the money again. But a good way of doing things, brothers and sisters, especially if you have to book hotels, book for 1 to 2 days. Now, guys, there's no guarantee that you'll get all the other days that you want to think. So sometimes if you really want to secure your booking, then you book the whole thing. But during down seasons, brothers and sisters, there's always room open. Always. So in down seasons, brothers and sisters, you book your thing, you book 1 day, and then book 1 day or 2 days, whichever. When you reach in the hotel, say, hey guys, I would like to extend my stay for another 5 days or something, and you book it through the hotel. It'll be much cheaper. It goes directly. You don't have to pay any additional fees for intermediary or mediary personnel. Okay, so I just had to point this out right there. Talking about flights, brothers and sisters. Bow. So Mr. Lick's family sent me this video right there. This apparently is the Wesley region. You can see the houses and stuff, and apparently this is where they're going to be building the international airport, as you can clearly see. Man, I tell you, with all the land that Dominica has, they decide to come within the places where there's a village there, and you have to pass through the village. So I'm guessing they're cutting these guys out, and they maybe going to shift some of these guys out, and I don't know what they're doing. But from the skies, this is what it looks like, brothers and sisters. They're emptying the place out. So I'm guessing that they're about to do the boreholes that they spoke about. This is a better picture of it right there. I did a little editing and so forth, so you guys could see it better. Yes, brothers and sisters, so this is the area right there. Apparently they're gonna be clearing out. Where's the road? I think this is where we pass. Yep. So you come wherever we come out, and this is where we pass, and then you see the place where they're building the cement plant and this kind of places there, right in that vicinity. On the other side, this is where they're going to be building the international airport, well, the alleged international airport. Guessing they're gonna be digging holes and stuff, but this doesn't look flat at all. I think when you United Workers Party had their own was much flatter, but obviously they have a set of work to do there. And obviously, like I was saying, guys, I personally believe that they're washing the money. This thing moved from $300 million for 3 projects to now $1 billion, 1.2, 1.3 billion dollars for 1 project, the international airport. So what I know now, what I know, brothers and sisters, it's interesting when you see these kind of things right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, we're heading back to the land, and there's something rather interesting that I saw. And this individual, aka Elder Kenty, I call him Elder Kenty. I think it's a filter he's using there, but he has something that he wants to say to the masses right there.
Yeah. Some of all you women need to stop being so desperate to have a man in all your life. Especially when all you have a child already, a little girl. Because plenty of those sack we have you already not interested in all you.
That's true. Most guys tend to, women that have children, I would have to say, guys tend to target them a lot because I think it's a bit easier to get them rather than, you know, the women who don't have much of a leverage, because most of these women tend to look for guys who can probably take care or help them take care of that one that they have. So any person that seems to be nice and interested, making them feel special, they just fall for them, and then you never know. But just continue listening.
They only interested in the potential of all your little girl. Those dirty man there.
Kind of reminds me of the incident of the Colonel individual. That song's pretty much exactly what he's talking about right there. Because though the mother of Colonel, had a husband, the ex-husband, had a little one with her daughter. It's alleged, that's what I heard that they say that the mother said. I didn't hear the mother say that, but it's alleged that that is the case. And what he's saying there is pretty much exactly that thing. Why would a man just do these things, man?
They only interested in the potential of all your little girl. Those dirty man there.
And when the girl decides she wants to move on now, based on the different stories that we were hearing, apparently from an audio, the individual said, well, one of his partners saw her trying to leave, and as a result of that, you know, they did stuff to her. They put her in a barrel, or it's alleged they put her in a barrel, and she may be suffocating in a barrel, and they took her up by the hospital and decided to bury her, and all kind of crazy stuff. Human beings have a problem in their head, you know. Human beings have a problem in their head, I tell you.
And as soon as those children start growing a little breast, a little thing, their eyes falling on them. It's not all you they want. All you need to have a little more intuition.
Yeah, ladies, don't just decide, hey, because a guy treat me nice, that no. You have to use all your brain. Another thing that I always tell women to do is talk to people, talk to men who actually are good in the community, and not necessarily philanthropists, you know, I'm talking about, because some of them philanthropists pretending to be good, but it's utter chaos they're doing in the darkness, brothers and sisters. So people who are upright in society tend to always have these folks with you, because when they are with you, they can then guide you, especially if you have a little boyfriend or something, you bring him along. Let them vet the guy, because sometimes you might not see. This is why I always tell this is why it's always good to have a good male role model in your child's life. As a single mother, it's always good to have a good role model, male role model in that little one's life, because that will help them. Because the thing that they will seek, they will go after and look for it, brothers and sisters. If they don't get that type of love, this is one another reasons why. And I always say this when I'm chatting with people. People want to say, oh, it's deadbeat men and all those things. They don't want to do it with father. And don't get me wrong, there are some bad fellas out there. But the basis of why there are even children existing in this world is because women have chosen, majority have chosen to sleep with certain fellas who are not good for them in the first place. And therefore, when they are not good for them in the first place, they have children, they think that will somehow change the guy. But you sleep with a guy that's not good, and then you want to blame the guy and think that because you make a child with him, somehow it's going to make him turn. That's not how it works, brothers. The reality doesn't bend to your delusions. How you think things will happen. If you know somebody's not good for you. I remember talking to a white girl in North Carolina about that. She's married now and all these things there. And she was deeply hurt. I was like a counselor. she had, it was me, my partner, the girl and her parents. And we were talking about her relationships and stuff that she didn't learn about her father. She learned because I was asking him questions. She said she didn't know these things. And then she started opening up about the relationships and this kind of things there. And she was saying certain things, and I told her, you saw the signs. I don't know the woman from Adam, you know. I tell her she saw the signs, but she ignored them. And she agreed with me. Sometimes you're always hoping for something that is not there, brothers and sisters. And girls out there, especially we hearing babies having babies now. And it's very interesting because there's another video I have to point out right there. But let's continue listening to what Elder Kenty have to say there.
And stop being so diesely. Take all your time. Be a good mother.
Sometimes they don't have better good role models. The mothers themselves are in chaos. They say the reason why there's so much catastrophe in society is because of single mothers. And I don't get me wrong, you know, not all single mothers are bad, but as a result of the penitentiary system, 90 to 95% of the inmates that are there were raised by single mothers. I saw a video of a mother was telling her little boy to go and sleep, and the little boy was bantaying the mother. He was bantaying the mother, and the father heard that and came into the room, and not a word he said. And the little boy, he just pointed, and the little boy went on the bed and lay down quietly, you know. You see how important a father figure, good father figure is? It's very, very important. And sometimes ladies don't see these things like that. They might see, oh, he's a good guy. I remember seeing a video of a girl talking about a guy that pretty much checked all her boxes. Man, no easy that. The woman checking, the guy checked all her boxes. But for some reason, she just didn't feel a connection afterwards. So she broke up with the guy. To this day, she's single. Looking for something that she herself cannot. Hey, but I tell you, man, no easy that? Yes, man. But on the basis of these guys, this is why it's important. It's very, very important. And most of the chaos is why I tell you, boy, if people can go in depth and really look. That's why I was search for these things, you know, guys. I go in depth to see cause and effect. What creating the effect that is happening today? What creating it? And you can see that's what society pushes. They pushes feminism. Women don't need men and all those kind of things. I can raise my child by myself, but they think it's just money that is there. You all have enough money to raise my... No, it's not that. It's about the disciplinary factor and the principal factor of which a father can instill into that one. And letting them know authority, for them to respect authority instead they decide to fight authorities. This is one of the reasons why in the ghetto, the number one places where they tend to find people who go to prison are in the ghetto. And in the ghetto, there's a lot of single mothers there. I mean, statistically, hey, people who out there are single mothers, make sure there's a good father figure in your little one's life. It is vital. Because if they don't know anybody to come from, mommy's always busy. Mommy's doing mommy's doing things that she shouldn't be doing. Or she's working out there and leaving the little ones to raise little ones. Just like the police was saying the other day. You can't tell me you have your child in your home and you go in Vegas to meet your man and leaving little one, or give him the bottle and telling the little one to raise her little brother, and she go in Vegas to see man. Boy, that is something else. So what do you expect to happen is a total breakdown of society. And don't get me wrong, men have a part to play in that as well, because there are some terrible guys out there. But then again, when women are not being raised by proper individuals and guys are not being raised by proper individuals, you expect magic to happen. But as you become an adult, it is your duty. There's no more excuses. There's your duty now to take advantage of elevating yourself or going to therapy.
Plenty time is not all you those man want. It's all your children they see.
Yep.
Those dirty man. Those dirty sakwe aviole.
There are terrible people out there, brothers and sisters. And if you don't have, situations has happen to people. Sometimes you feel like you're in love and you decide you gotta have baby. Oh, baby, I love you, baby. No, if a man don't give you commitment, what making you think that he's gonna be committed to the little one that you are raising? Now, don't get me wrong. There are guys out there who will be committed, true, to raising little ones because it's their flesh and they understand the proper principle factor that comes from them. When it comes down to my offspring, how can I abandon my offspring? That don't make sense to me. Your blood, your flesh of your flesh, your blood of your blood there. Your blood, your flesh of your flesh and blood of your blood that there, brothers and sisters. Some men know that they cannot abandon their little ones, but that's not for everybody. Some will abandon their own. This is what brings me to this one. What they teaching the little ones there, brothers and sisters? What you think they teaching the little ones there? And I've seen this in reality. I've seen this in reality and I find it mind-boggling. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, you seen adult women there pushing these things. Adult women pushing these things. Little people talk about situationship and no relationship. Really? What do you expect them to grow into, brothers and sisters? Another furtherance of the breakdown of the family? I myself didn't hear all that, no? There are adult people there, we brothers and sisters, thinking that is cute, we. They think that is cute. And then you wonder, oh, they're little ones, they're just enjoying themselves. Why do you play some gospel music there? That's some nice gospel music, That's some dope gospel music. Play some gospel. I have no relationship. I pay you for your... Really? And when they start doing different things when they get older now, we wonder, it's dirty ways they have. But who caused it? Cause and effect. Who caused that is happening, brothers and sisters? Are we blind to see that is not good? And like I mentioned before, sometimes babies making babies. And they check it, well, it's my baby that day. I'll do whatever I want with my baby. They themselves not even proper upstairs, but they're making baby. I mean, come on, guys. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. This is pretty much all about for this reaction video. I just thought I'd put this out there because I had this video for a while, man. I was like, what? And then I saw this video in my what do you call that? In my gallery. I saw it in my gallery. I was like, what? I say, okay, well, it makes sense for me to put this out right there. But let me know your thoughts, brothers and sisters. Do you think it's okay, Dominica being left out? Or do you think another time will come when Dominica will finally, reach this status to have visa-free travel into Canada once again? I believe the visa-free travel is 6 months. You can stay for 6 months and then head back to your country. But with the American visa, you can go there from the United States for 30 days. And what have you, brothers and sisters? What are your thoughts on this? Do you think this is okay? The airport, do you think the airport is building, or do you think it's a Chinese village you're going to be building there? Let me know your thoughts. And what are your thoughts about this situation? Maybe it's just me, brothers and sisters, but I think this is kind of chaotic right there. The future is chaotic, brothers and sisters. Instead, they teach them principle, they teach them about situationship and relationship. Yes, sir. Anyways, guys, like I said before, let me know your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. Just give this video a thumbs up if you understand it. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications. Click the bell, guys, so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through. And I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom, bang. Be real, be positive.